Welcome back everybody to my Brandenburg Let's Play, where we just, for the second time, viewed Great Britain, so that's pretty cool. But we don't have that much time remaining in the game. And I've been putting a lot of thought, guys. I've been racking my brains about what I was talking about last episode, about science. And I've got bad news, which is I'm actually not going to do what I intended to do. Which is pretty lame because I thought it would be hilarious and cool. But the reason, I guess I will kind of spoil that in that case and explain what it is that I was thinking instead. And so here's the deal, guys. I know full well, at least I'm pretty certain, that these nations are our subjects. And unless, like, currently in this stage of the game, your subjects are your subjects. They will not be broken by some kind of random mechanic. And strangely enough, what that means is I could actually declare a war on anybody right now, for example, Japan, or anybody else for that matter, and I could revoke. I could revoke the imperial reform, which is revoke privilegia, and they would still be our subjects. Now, with that being said, we could declare another war. We could revoke. The HRE is always elected, ruled by the same nation. Losing these battles, the wars would get rid of our defender of the faith. Then I would change religion. The only reason we can't change religion is because defender of the faith. And because Catholicism is the true faith, another random nation that we voted for, because we are an elector, we could actually choose the new emperor. We would no longer be emperor, and then we could actually form Prussia and form Germany. And that's what I actually wanted to do. We actually don't directly control the cities to form Germany, but we could form Prussia and begin converting our land to Protestantism. Now that's what I wanted to do, and I thought it would be pretty cool to do that. But the reason that we actually can't do that, we can do that in every way, shape, fashion, form, but the reason that it is not sensible to do that is because when we are no longer the emperor, which is like the final stage to allow us to form, all of these nations will become directly our subject under our control and use a diplomatic spot. That is the flaw. I've been really thinking about it, whether I should do it or not, and whether there was any drawback. And it finally occurred to me that we will essentially lose the game because we'll be negative, like, however many subjects we have, tons. Like, making negative 30 Diplo a month. Holy crap, I'm not improving relations with Great Britain. Let's make sure to do that. And that is the flaw to that right now. So, unfortunately, we do need to continue to begin integrating nations. I feel like I need one more Diplotech, although we're doing okay, even though unbalanced research. We're really hurting on our Diplo, really badly. But yeah, it's going to be quite a while yet, unfortunately, before we can become the Gurmy Gurms, the Germany. Quite a while yet. So, in the meantime, let's try go to war with Yemen, etc., and spend some of our admin. But I'm looking forward to it. I wonder how much of the world we can integrate before the game ends. You know, we've got our last admin efficiency, so let's see how we do. Doing really well on in regards to the relations. Just checking if I make sure I know where all of our units are. Although we're spending a few months here at peace, which is not good. kind of feel like I need to, guys, because of our war exhaustion. So it's okay. We really want to be running in a constant deficit of our admin and be constantly going to war. Actually, let's go out fight Scotland. Let's see. Let's try to permanently maintain a stack in the New World. How about that? We don't need that much cavalry. Okay, can you all fit in this ship? 2 mercs. Delete those mercs. Okay. Let us... Oh, I've got 9 more transports right there from Sweden. Oopsie daisies. Well, 43 will do for now. So, let's look at the New World. Does Scotland have any allies at this stage? No, he doesn't. Let's declare before he changes that. No, let's be patient, actually, because of the war exhaustion. In before Scotland gets guaranteed independence by someone. Does he have any forts up here? Doesn't look like it, eh? Okay. Let's go down and take out his capital. And we should be able to take land up there. If I can't, I'll just take land in the south instead. Even though I'd prefer to take land in Mexico. So that's one war we can do. And I'm going to keep a stack from now on in the New World because we just don't have the navy at the moment. We're making money with +3 on each advisor, which is really good. I can state up some more land for free. There aren't that many good states, though. Like, these are okay. Territories. 14, 14, 7, 7. That's okay. I think this is a bit better. Clergy is still not happy. Still not happy. What a guy. Take 150 diplomatic points there. Perfect. Perfect. That's at negative 15% cost. If our economy is doing that well, man, I might go for the integration. Guys, 820 on Bohemia, though. That's a ton. So, how about... I don't know. I was about to say, how about we prioritize cities to form Germany? But come to think of things, how about we integrate smaller nations instead, see how we feel? We're going to get the debuff with the bigger nations, but... Now I'm thinking about eliminating the number of subjects. See, we can integrate Holstein really quickly. Because the sooner we cut our subjects down... I mean, I've got 6 subjects right now, but we could easily break one with Hungary, for example. We could integrate Muscovy. How much does he cost? 448? Not that much. Okay. We're going to go crush Yemen and 100% him with our admin. Assuming he still doesn't have an ally. We can go back to war against the Ottoman Empire. That's also a bit of a priority. We have some manpower. It's been some time since we've had some manpower, so that's pretty cool. If we utilize these units here, let's say, like for wars in the mainland, let's at least make sure our composition is fairly good. So I think probably the easiest way to do that at first, split them evenly, combine them. $25. That looks pretty good, actually. Combat width is 40. That's actually a pretty good composition. Good enough. Okay. Here come our troops down here. It's time to die, Scotland. We'll wait 1 more month. Allow our war exhaustion to eliminate a tiny bit more. And I want to keep pleasing these nations then, small nations, make sure we got the 200 relations with them. I don't have diplomats free actually. Forget it. Forget it. We need our diplomats. Okay, we're gonna go to war this month, so let's declare on Yemen. How strong is this guy? He's nothing. He's a pushover. That's his capital, right? Yes, it is. March to his capital. A little bit worried about attrition here, but if we quickly just take a province like that, our navy should be okay. We got sailors. It's going to take 1 or 2 more hits of attrition. How are we doing? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. The Aragon is allied to France. Let's break that alliance so that we can crush Aragon in the future. And we're going to pull this fleet out of here. Although, what can we really do with our units here? Shoot, man. I think I'll just have to stabilize the region and then we'll take them up here. We can do more up here. So Portugal's at war again? Interesting. Spain's just raffle stomping him. Okay, so if we're making money, I do want to consider funding more troops. But we should definitely be going back to war out in Asia. That's where it's at. Mamelukes are still on the map. And he's building that fort higher and higher. That's pretty grotesque. Yes, I think probably if we dump... I don't know. I wonder how much admin we can dump into this. We've got a damn 6 admin advisor, which I almost... Oh, ruler, rather, which I almost don't want. Because I feel like such a hurry to spend our admin. We can call Hungary in against the Ottomans. We could definitely fight the Ottomans with our troops. But Delhi is just annoying with the sheer quantity of troops that they have. Okay, and that should take no time at all to fall. Let's have a look. Yes, that's what I was hoping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hang on a second, let's look at the regions. We're about to feed Brazil there, which I'd prefer not to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we just need some more war score here. Now this nation is not going to have any more stuff to colonize, which is a shame. They're colonist, but what can you do? It's just that stage of the game. Fairly good progress out here. with our sieges. So how much did that piss these guys off with the annexed subject? Trying to make sure that some of these nations at least are ready to be annexed again in the future. 72 ducats in Lubeck, that feels good, man. What I might do now is protect trade in send out lights to the Great Sea, whatever it's called, the North Sea. I think maybe pulling more wealth rather than patrolling here will give us a bit more money, but I'm not the best in terms of trade. But I think that might be the case. Whoa, look at all these subjects down here doing work. British Brazil, awesome. Our friends. So that was 10. We've fully annexed them up there, so we'll just take as much as we can, I suppose. How much does the whole country cost? It's as cheap as it could possibly be, right? We even got the 20% here. This is literally the cheapest it could be. Wow, looks like we'd be close to annexing the whole country. Because we can just hand some land over to Brazil. Wow. Wow. Fully annex Scotland. Sweet. Let's do it. That's going to give some land to Brazil, and even though it's almost got 10 provinces, anyway, get a little cheeky merchant from that. Everybody likes a little cheeky merchant. Oh gosh, our general's dead here, suffering grotesque amounts of attrition. Let's throw down a general. So we are going to get some overextension from this war against Scotland. We certainly are. Now it shouldn't take too much longer because that's all of his forts. It shouldn't take too much longer to 100% that guy. He's fully annexed up here. This can be fed to Scotland, right? Or rather Mexico. What am I talking about? Can feed that land to Mexico straight afterwards. I might do that with my fleet. That was a Diplo Rapid Visor, which, God, these spy networks, who cares? But I need the +3. We don't need Diplo Rep so badly. But we're quite desperate for our admin. Sorry, Scotland. But you're going down, mate. He's almost done. He's not going to like losing his little stacks. I don't know where they are, though. It looks like they might be hiding out down here. If we can eliminate his army at this point, he would actually just concede, I think. He's very close to conceding regardless. Okay, these guys abandoned their siege. Very close. Yeah, I can't find them. Okay, we'll just sit here. Now, 3.2 overextension is nothing to me. What am I doing? We don't need to core all of it if we don't want to. We could actually just... Let's have a look. Okay, so all of Brazil has been given away. So we could... How many do you need? Just 5? Let's do cheap ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess skimp on our admin, even though we have a ton of it, eh? Why not? We can help stabilize the new subjects by converting their land before they become subjects. And I'm going to move our troops up to Mexico so that we can take out those other little natives. This war's taking far too long, honestly. We want to take something like that, which is going to take a little while. But eliminating his troops is what's going to ruin his enthusiasm. Come to think of things, I suspect our subjects will just fight a war like this for us, right? We're about to find out. Now we got another cheeky merchant, which is cool. I'm interested to see if we can make a gigantic train of merchants all the way out eastward. So the options are to go this route, but that's Samarkand. Samarkand. That's actually a route. That's actually an option we have to pull through India. That's actually a pretty good option. I didn't even realize. Because it's a much shorter route than going, and we lose so much influence in places like Ragusa. We'd have to go Ragusa, Constantinople, Aleppo, Basara, which we actually begin to get some pretty good influence. Definitely going to rework our merchants a bit here. So this is all going through. We have good influence in the Crimea. Aristakhan is all going through. Okay. Okay, actually it's all going through here. Okay. It's all going through here. So we could actually just begin chucking our merchants down here and send more wealth up that way. Well, I gotta wait for my merchant to recall. And we could send a ton up here. So let's look at our merchants up here. Who do we want to lose? Probably the one in Vienna. Yeah, probably the one in Vienna. We're going to have to make sure, though, that these are traveling the correct routes when they arrive. Yes, subjects fighting for us. Very, very nice. We took a colony I didn't even realize, which is now finished. Very good. Colonial Brazil and British Brazil looking good. Brandenburg, Brazil, British Brazil. Looking good. Trying to catch these damn troops out while I do everything else at the same time. Uh-oh. Gonna lose a province there. I mean, I didn't even realize we had... I did not even realize that we had colonies. I can't do it. Cannot do it. No. Okay. So I suppose we've taken all but one fort. I'll hunter stacks with one stack, and I will. This has barely started. I'm gonna abandon that. I'm gonna siege up that guy's land, Yemen, with one stack, and I'm going to try to hunt his troops with the other. We just need a little bit more war score, and we need to ruin his enthusiasm. We can tick up our Diplo. Sweet. Okay, that's going to drastically improve our economy with no more corruption from unbalanced research. This bastard keeps just kiting us around this wasteland here. How rude. Now, Britain is so pissed off at us because of the double force. Let's actually maintain relations there. Let's have a look at his debt. God, where is Great Britain? There he is. They have no debt because they're so wealthy. Wow. Okay. I was just checking if they had a debt, because you can get more relations with them by improving their, paying off their debt. So, one thing I have of interest is we kind of want to be at peace so that we can integrate subjects. This guy has no vassals. Let's go fully annex him. No vassals, no allies. Sorry guys, I'm not even making sense. I've got a lot on my mind at the moment. Yeah, maintain that to try to get above 0 relations. We're at no risk of our ruler dying because we've got a regent right now. So Great Britain will be happy in due time. He better be happy. We are getting a bonus 25% relations with him because we're at war. 92 overextension. We should be okay. Should be just fine. Keep converting provinces. Giving us that papal influence feels good, man. Aragon's got a 33-year-old. He took more land from the Pope. How much war score are you worth, Aragon? Could take him out in under a war. Not worth it at this point. Not worth trying to PU him out. If he continues to have no relations, we can take him out in a single war. So, that's exactly what we will try to do. Okay, that's where we can send our stack to. These damn Scots. This here is my land. Didn't you know? I desperately want to spend this admin dude badly. Okay, we can almost piece him out. This guy's movement is hindered by Wurzburg. Nice. We might be able to get there. He's just about done. Yes, sucker. Fighting him in the mountains, but I believe in the Brandenburg. Take a little bit of cheeky money there. Inflation's looking good. Overextension's looking good. Shoot. God dang it. I have to do these manually if I want to avoid the other ones. Okay guys, well while I do this, I suppose I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode there. So this is some of our admin we're spending, but we're getting too much with our damn 6 ruler and our +3 advisor and our 100 Power projection. Life's too good. First world problems, guys. We're way too far ahead in admin because of the wars we've been fighting over diplomatic peeps as opposed to taking land directly. But you know, Aragon, we got a truce with him. That's a good place to actually spend admin directly. The other place is the Ottomans, but that's going to be a long fought battle. I really want just really easily picked off nations, honestly. And there's probably a war out here in India, which would not be too hard. How about Shun? Unfortunately, they've all got fairly significant alliances. That looks pretty easy. Mongolia. I might go out there. Muscovy's back to colonizing in his old ways, which is good. We could begin making a colony in Africa. Tunis looks really vulnerable. It's all navy dependent though, isn't it? Unfortunately. Our subjects are pretty keen to do stuff for us though. Should declare this war on Corsica now that my navy's freed up. And we should do that before the Pope wants to back him up, because he's a nice little fairly high development province that we can just take out. So I will try to do that. And this war is pretty self-explanatory. I guess we'll keep going. I guess we'll keep going in wars while that war's working itself out. So there's no harm in declaring this. That way we break the ties with Papal State and Corsica. I'll bring my navy back to deal with that. Okay, and that's going to be next episode, guys. So more crusading. Now that we've got the reduced war score cost here, and we got imperialism and the highest admin efficiency, we're able to take gigantic big portions of land in a single war. So we've got just under 80 years to see how big and magnificent we can get. I hope you guys are enjoying. Still to come, the Prussia into Germany, which is going to be unfortunately a lot later because we got to get rid of our subjects. And that's going to be cool. Look at that Brandenburg beast. Looking good. See you guys next time.